I never been into a religious service before, so I'm unsure what's going to happen later in the service.
I'm expecting there to be a great deal of prayer, be quite an intense environment, a lot of very passionate people, and I think perhaps as outsiders and perhaps people that don't know what we're doing, we might be a bit out of place.
I'm a bit nervous because I've never been knew little about this religion, and I'm not sure what's going to happen later in the service. A friendly environment compared to religions like Muslim, they're more like serious.
I first heard about it and all the idea of unity, I actually kind of got the idea it was a bit more, I'm going to use the word like hippies.
Just judging by like the remoteness of this environment and how like we've only been here for 10 minutes and people have come up to us and tried to tell us about their religion, and judging by this amazing temple, I do get the impression of like a cult. It's a very harsh word, but it's just a bit more intense here than you'd expect at a normal church service.
Emphasizing on like equality and unity, stuff like that, and I think they might be like Christian.
Maybe the dominant people will be Middle East.
Also expecting a sort of Middle Eastern vibe. I just don't see things like this in a Christian environment or an Australian environment even.
I'm expecting a very eclectic mix of people just because it's all a big unity of religions.
Today just happened to be a children-led service, so it was a lot more relaxed and fun than apparently it normally is, according to some of the people we spoke to in the information centre.
I was very interested to see how they were going to merge all the different teachings into one, and basically all they seemed to do was just have the readings from each different culture. I mean, they varied from Buddhist readings, Christian readings, Jewish readings.
As I expected there to be a teacher, at least there would be a host.
Obviously it was a lot more relaxed than I thought it would be, and that just made it a lot easier for all of us.
Not what I was expecting. There was just everyday people. They were very friendly, very willing to talk to us about their religion, and yeah, absolutely. They weren't pushy. They weren't trying to sell it. They have something they believe in, and they feel very confident in that religion. So yeah.
Same as you and me. They've got a religion, which perhaps I don't follow religion, but outside of that, you could certainly see them being part of the same culture as your own.
Speaking, I think the Baha'i people are pretty nice and friendly because they are welcome to for us to ask any questions.
I met a follower from China, and I think it's just quite nice. She wanted to talk to me a lot.
I think Baha'i is a great concept. The whole idea that there is this one entity, and basically there's been different prophets, we'll call them, throughout history, and the latest, or the leader of this religion is just the latest, and there will be another one. It's a good idea. As far as the idea of unity and civilization coming closer together, they're great ideals for a religion to have.
I asked a question about the homosexual topics, and then the lady answered as, well, they regarded the homosexual disease, and then which involved medical cure, yeah, and then which a little bit surprised me because, well, personally, I think, well, I'm not support or against of that topic, so I think they can be more integrated.
Another interesting issue that we came across in our questions at the information centre was their beliefs about the afterlife, and they say that they incorporate all these religions, and that was a tough one for them to answer because obviously different religions have different beliefs on afterlife. And interestingly, they've sort of just said all the old ones, all the old religions like Buddhism and a few others they mentioned, do not. They believe in reincarnation, and Baha'i people just say no. Basically, they've rethought about it, and Christian belief of not quite heaven, but being close to God.
There is one thing I need to mention here is that they don't believe in abortion. This is because that they think God has given a soul when the baby is conceived, so they think it's totally wrong. I think I might go there again because the place seems nice and it has a good view, and also maybe I'll talk more to the Baha'i followers so as to learn more about them.
I don't think I would go again. I have a few issues with their beliefs, and I think some of their ideals, like things like one language around the world and all these unity things, I just think I don't quite understand the point of it. I don't think there'll ever be one language around the world. So I question the relevance of that goal.
I'm not sure whether I will go there again. I think the concept is too broad, like to attract me. Like they try to be like perfect, like everything like perfection, like but nothing's perfect in the world, like you know.
There's a lack of consistency there. Like sometimes they'll believe one religion, sometimes it's merged with all the others, and I've got my doubts about the fairness of their protest. And I think maybe it leans towards the Christian side a bit more than the others, which they wouldn't agree with.
I don't think I'll go again. Maybe it's because I come from such an individualistic culture, but the whole idea of collectivism as a big part of their religion doesn't really appeal to me. So look, it's a great concept. There are definitely flaws, but it's a good idea, but no, I don't think it's for me.